Let's see what we got.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and
what is he talking about?
Punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make
the weather's fine.
Through Culver, you're on KBF FM. Hey, hi, it's Walt Snyder. What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know,
you know, it's just the government's trying to put these, you know, bugs inside my head, and my girlfriend's turning into an 8-foot-tall cockroach.
You know, argument with Danny? You know Danny.
You know Danny.
Then I get in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, you know, Danny's my best friend,
and I want to tell him how I feel, but I'm just so afraid of rejection.
And now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
And I just saw JFK ride by on a bicycle made out of hot dogs. I think I am freaking out.
The same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen.
They're in my head, man. The voices in my head say that something's gonna happen, man. Something's going down. I know the government's responsible for it. That's what JFK told me.
Good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
Okay, I think the DJ is higher than the fucking guy before, because there's no fucking weather tonight aside from a little fog. And as we'll soon see, this guy is right next to us, so... I don't know what this fucker's problem is. Alright, but on the plus side, this is the third night straight of a full moon, so... Let's continue on here, see what we can find. So, let's go back and check out the boat real quick, and as you'll see, there's a bunch of black shit all over it, which... It's not the darkness, because the darkness fades away in light, so I don't know what the fuck they look like scorch marks, but... I don't know, we'll probably figure it out later, but meantime, coffee! Yeah, more coffee. And we gotta look over here to see if there's anything new here. No, but why would you stack wood like that in front of the door? Even if you're not using the house, why would you do that? Seems like a very awkward place. Does it mean you have to climb up the steps to put it there? It just... very odd. But yes, let's just try to continue. No, there's nothing over there. There's nothing over there. Fine, don't listen to yourself. Just head to the car, Alan. Oh boy, it does sound like there's a dog out there, though.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Okay, now she gets really confusing.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
What?
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway!
What?
You're under arrest!
Why?
You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face!
What?
Stay right where you are, Slane!
What? Why are you shooting at me? What did I do? Who the fuck are you talking to? Jesus, what? And...
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Okay, what the fuck just happened?
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was
seriously
no my appointment with the kidnapper.
Okay, so now we're running from the police for... I don't know why. But that was Agent Nightingale, who, if you remember correctly, we read briefly about him in one of the manuscript pages. All it did was essentially just mention that he existed. And now this guy comes in shooting at us, and we don't know what the fuck is going on, because we can't get arrested now, because we still gotta meet the fucking kidnapper. So, I don't know what in the hell is his problem, but yeah, so now the police are trying to kill us. I have no idea where that sheriff is. And now we have a fun mechanic. Remember how the light has been our friend this entire game? Well, now the light is our enemy because we're trying to avoid the searchlights and stay in the shadows. And if you get in the searchlights, you get shot. So, yeah, kind of switching things up a little bit. And all this time, I was so fucking confused to what the hell is going on. There's a flare. But yeah, so whole new kind of thing going on. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And I'm racking my brain trying to remember if there's anything I've done to the FBI to piss them off. But there is no answer yet. And I don't know if there's ever going to be one in the game because that just comes out of fucking nowhere. So yeah, this is a great way to start out our night. And of course I get lost immediately because the road comes to an end, but if it wasn't for that fucking compass, you would be completely lost. This game would be, with all the fog and all the foliage and everything, you could not find your way without that little compass. So thank God for it. Or thank the designers, I guess. But yeah, so no weapon. I don't know how we lost our gun and flashlight. But here's our next manuscript page. Let's have a look.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Okay, Barbara Jagger's was the dark grandma, or at least I'm assuming so for right now. So that's an interesting idea. But still, I don't have a whole lot to work with yet, so still kind of grabbing at straws. And there'll be more stuff that happens in this chapter later, which just makes you go, what the fuck? But for now, there's a rolling police car. So the darkness is back. Or the dark entity is... The dark presence is what Alan likes to call it.
Come in, Agent Nightingale. This is Sheriff Breaker. Over.
Nightingale, over.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired...
Yeah, it's really faint.
You almost hit a civilian in...
But if you look at the subtitles, you can see what they're saying.
Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
God, that is so quiet.
Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
Yeah, I don't know what the fucking problem is with the sound in this game.
Site is running along the boards that lead westward from the trailer park. All units are advised that the suspect may be armed. Approach with caution. James out.
I'm not armed! I don't even have my flashlight yet! Son of a bitch. But yeah, here's another of those, pages that you have to go a little bit out of your way to find. So let's have a look.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose
Want a
felt like
cracker?
She was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
That is a fem-slash I do not want to get behind. Alright, so moving on next. We are still without weapon, ammo, or anything, and I'm going completely the wrong way, so let's see if we can't find ourselves some tools since something is tossing around cop cars. No, Alan, you can't climb that. Go around. There you go. Alright, but we must investigate everything, so let's take a minute to check over this dead end. And we hit a checkpoint for some reason. I still don't know why. Come on. There you go. Yeah, one of the advances that I've made thus far is I've actually gotten a new controller, so all the control problems you're seeing now, those are the game. They're not my controller, because I got a really good quality controller, so I don't know what the problem is. The controls just feel kind of slippery sometimes. You know, Smokey the Bear is not going to be happy with you guys firing off all those flares.
Search the area.
What do you think we've been doing, boss? But yeah, so for right now, we're just trying to escape the police. Haven't really run into any major problems as of yet. Unfortunately, we're about to go right out of the frying pan and into the fire. Well, that solves one problem. Now, Andy, I think I've been infected by an otherworldly entity! Yeah, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose about half of your initial ground forces during any horror situation. So, sorry guys.
Horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Unless they were after Stephanie Meyer, but I think that's a different kind of monster than what Alan's thinking of. Alright, well, let's continue on here through this lovely fog-filled night. Seriously, does it ever stop being foggy around here? I mean, not even the movie The Fog had this much fog. Either version. Okay, rickety-looking bridge. Hiking trail. This looks safe. Alright, now come on now, let's cross this bridge. No, stop looking at things, just cross it. There you go. Just gotta... No, there's nothing over there. There's nothing over there, just keep going. God, I waste a lot of time looking in random places. That's still, they do kinda... Oh, here we go.
I've lost contact with most of the men who were assigned to me. It's Blake's doing.
It's his fault!
Are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? Have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket.
Hey!
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Alright, so we have firmly established a plot point here. It's a tweed jacket. I thought it was wool. Oh well. But, continuing on there. So, if we could just... There we go. Make forwards progress. Forwards progress is good. Just drop down. There you go. Okay, so we've established that, Oh, helicopter. Forgot about that. At least it would be a helicopter if we could continue forward a little bit further. Where did these guys get a helicopter, anyway? I'm over here. Just sort of swept over me. Hi! Jesus Christ! Why are you shooting at me? Yeah, what? Bird's plasmid! Bioshock Infinity, bitch! Though I would prefer to have bees. Oh well, can't have everything. Oh. That didn't sound good. Well, it's not like a bunch of, 2-pound birds are gonna be able to take down a police helicopter. That'd just be completely ridiculous. Ooh. Oh, I'm sure it was just a rough landing. I mean, there's no possible way, there. Oh dear. Wow. Do not fuck with crows, then. Let's carry on. What's this sign say? Nope, didn't get a chance to look at it. Fine, fuck you, sign. Alrighty, let's continue on up the stairs. Checkpoint reached. Good, good, good. And radio tower. Alright. Climb up here first. Hoping for prizes. But first, let's check the viewfinder. It doesn't look good. Nope. Zoom out. Zoom back in, zoom back in, zoom back in. There you go. Okay, looks like there's the downed helicopter. That looks like a gas station, I think. I think that may actually be the first gas station we encountered. Remember all the way back in the beginning of the game? I think that might actually be the same gas station. And there's a Jeep trail here, which doesn't do us any good. And then there's the railing. We want to make sure we get a close-up of that. And I don't think there's anything else to see here, so let's back out. No, let's back out. Yes, it's very pretty, Kyle. Now back out. There you go. Alright, let's check inside. There's a bed. Can't use it to rest, but we do have coffee. And a radio. Let's have a listen.